What is up YouTube, and welcome back to another main channel video. Today we are going to be talking about another video game like the one I did with Forza Horizon 5, where we looked at 10 things that need to be improved and added into Forza Horizon 5. I will link to that video in the description down below if you haven't seen that one already. But this time the YouTube video is going to be called Things That Need to Be in the F1 2023 games and future games to come as well. I have written 6 points on my phone which I will discuss with you guys, and as with every YouTube video, all these videos are unedited to give a more realistic feel, so the stuttering and the thing will be normal. Please like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. We are up to 32 subscribers now, which is insane for me, and I'm going to try and hit 100 subscribers by the end of the year, and hopefully we can get even further than that. So your support is greatly appreciated. So let's get into this video. 10 things or 5 things that can be improved and added into the F1 2023 game. So number 1 is better livery customization. I heard my other content creator, Arava, he also talked about this in his video, where they should, because the F1 people also make F1 Mobile, which you can get on your mobile phone, and that has a lot more detailed customization where you can create your own livery patterns, your own colours, your own specs, everything like that, your own front wings, rear wings, etc. So to get some better customization in my team, as it's probably one of the most played sections on the F1 game since it came in 2019, I believe, and so it is one of the most played features on the game, and I think with a lot of better customization you can really re-engage with the F1 fan viewers and players, and hopefully bring in some more players who play Gran Turismo, Forza, who like that customization based thing, to come into the F1 game to get more people on board with the sport. And then a side note with that is, with the customization, we should be able to add existing brands onto our My Team liveries. So we can add Castrol Oil on our car as like a main sponsor, or Monster Energy. Because at the moment, for people who play on PC, you have to download mods to get those sponsors onto your car, because Arava, I think, plays on his PC, so he can add mods in from a specific mod website. Otherwise, we just have to stick with the base made up sponsorship things that we get in the base F1 game. So that would be something to touch on. Of course, the only issue that comes with this is licensing, and with the licensing, obviously that is a lot of paperwork and may not be able to happen, but maybe that could be a big thing in the future. Number 2 is getting more tracks into the game that aren't DLC, because at the moment, obviously Vietnam expired because of COVID all those years ago, about 4 years ago now, but it was a really good track. It was one of my personal favourites, and it always produced good racing. So to get Vietnam into the game, and as well as the more tracks into the game alongside the race circuits, allow us to make custom race calendars, so we can put Brazil first, we can put Australia last, but make it within the My Team career mode. But maybe like you did with China and Portimao, maybe we play the first 2 seasons of the F1 game with the set calendar, but then you unlock something, or you have to achieve something to unlock the custom calendars, so that we can have more fun with the variations of tracks and get a bit more widespread viewing on how the calendars can go, because everybody would have fun making different combinations of tracks and calendars to fill their creative mindsets. Number 3 is the flags that are in the game, obviously we've got blue flags which allow faster cars to lap the slower cars. We obviously have the yellow flags, the safety cars, but what we don't have in the F1 game, which we should have as it's an F1 game, is red flags. Which obviously stop the session and restart it within a couple of minutes if there's a horrible incident, or they have to stop the race completely because something massively major has happened. And I think red flags would be a new exciting thing to bring into the game, as it would spring up new strategies, better racing, and it would just be a whole new experience for us. So yeah, please bring in red flags, as why have an F1 game if you don't have part of the F1 game which makes it exciting, if you see what I mean. Number 4, this idea came from the concept of driver transfers, and as well as having driver transfers from transferring teams, why can't they add team bosses changing teams? Because we have that in the real F1 in the F1 world, where we had Fred Vasseur, who was the boss of Alfa Romeo, going to Ferrari, and we had Valtteri James going now to manage and be the boss of Williams. So why can't we have in the game team bosses switching round and changing and whatever? It would just be quite cool to see. It doesn't have to be a major change, it was just something that I'd like to see. Number 5 is bring back the classic F1 cars, because obviously F1 Life was the big thing from 2021 and 22. Excuse me. But I really enjoyed the classic F1 cars. I did time lapse with them, and it was really cool to see them in the game. Maybe they could do it as like a DLC mode where they bring back classic cars and they do like an elimination event, but they add the cars into them. Or for just the Grand Prix modes, you just add the classic cars. We don't need them for my team or whatever, but just add them in, because they were really fun, and it should make it more exciting, because driving Schumacher's old F2004, Ayrton Senna's McLaren MP4-4, it was I really enjoyed it, and I'm sure other people did as well. And the final thing to talk about, number 6, is getting rid of F1 Life. It's a pathetic mode. Nobody uses it. What is the point of getting sofas and lamps from our achievements when you can fill it up with pit coins and new liveries and different sponsors and driver helmets and stuff? I would rather have different helmets and have choosing what different sofa colours to use. It just makes no sense. So please, game, get rid of F1 Life. Nobody likes it. It's irrelevant. It shouldn't be in an F1 game. Instead of spending your time doing an F1 Life thing, why don't you spend more time developing my team instead of doing this? It's a better thing for your time. Okay, cool. So that is the end of the F1 Life thing. I will not be making any more videos for the coming couple of weeks, as I am going on holiday soon, and I will be starting my second year of university, so I will be taking a break from YouTube for a little bit, which means my upload schedule will not be as fluent as it used to be. And yeah, final thing, Max Verstappen, this is a real F1 update. Max Verstappen seems to be on form currently, getting pretty much all of the maximum points available for the last 3 races, and I'm really excited to see how the rest of the season pans out. But yeah, that is all from me today. That was things that need to be in the F1 game. Comment your ideas down below, like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.